Jagex just dropped a news post covering the new ZYGOMITE Skilling update coming next week. In this video we're going to talk about it, so whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you enjoy all kinds of Runescape content, be sure to subscribe. Let's move on to the video. So the ZYGOMITE Skilling update will feature 3 new skilling stations, the first of which called ZYGOMITE Care Styling, which will require either level 82 fire making or level 82 fletching to use or do. This activity will net you tempered fungal shafts, which are used in fletching the new T95 Arrows I will cover in just a second. The next skilling activity is called Segregation and can be done with level 87 fire making. This activity will earn you sharp shell shards, which can again be used for fletching. The next and final new skilling activity is called Experimentation, which requires level 95 fire making, so this is probably going to have some seriously good experience rates for fire making, as it's a level 95 skilling activity. This activity will reward you with dinosaur manure and, hopefully, I'm trying to guess, those cute little dinosaurs you're helping out might just be a pet. I remember a lot of people asking for baby T-Rex pets around the Ranch Out of Time release, so maybe Jagex listened or remembered, and these are obtainable as pets. To be honest, it would just be a missed opportunity if that wasn't the case. Now, while these components can be used for the new T95 Arrows, they can also separately be used for something entirely else. The items from the level 82 location, so the tempered fungal shafts, can be spun on a spinning wheel to create fungal bowstring. The difference between the fungal bowstring and regular bowstring is that you can carry more as they're stackable, allowing you to create 27 bows per inventory instead of 14. Each of these bowstrings will require you 5 tempered fungal shafts. These sharp shell shards obtained from the level 87 fire making location can be ignited for fire making experience, and I'm going to assume that's pretty good experience. The reason for that is because these are a consumable item, so they disappear and they're tradable. Finally, 50 units of dinosaur manure can be used on a compost bin to create ultra compost. The 3 new components can be used to fletch these tier 95 din arrows, but they can be enchanted or imbued using resident anima into 4 different types of elder god arrows, being Bic, Full, Wen, and Jazz Dragonbane arrows. The Bic arrows give you more poison damage by giving you plus 2% poison damage per stack up to a maximum of 200 stacks, giving you 400% more poison damage as long as you keep the effect up, as after 30 seconds of not being hit by a Bic arrow ability, the stacks disappear. Now, this has me a little bit worried, as underneath the post they mentioned that arrows are consumed when the effect is applied. Does this mean that you use 1 Bic arrow every single time you apply a stack? Because if that's the case, you're going to be burning through these arrows. The next arrow, being the full arrow, gives you 10% less hit chance but 15% more damage. That is massive as long as you can maintain 100% accuracy on your target. A flat 15% damage increase on all your ranged abilities using a bow in these arrows seems like a major buff to range for places where you don't necessarily need that accuracy. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much damage Bacchanal bolts give you in percentage on your DPM, but 15% more damage seems like it would beat out the majority of Bacchanal bolts E. Next up, we have the Wen arrows, which seem very powerful as well, as these apply a stack of Icy Chill on your target up to a maximum of 15 stacks. Now, when you use a threshold or ultimate ability, these stacks are consumed and converted to 0.6 seconds of the Icy Precision buff per stack. This means you could get a Icy Precision buff up to a maximum of a 9-second duration. Now, this Icy Precision buff blocks the consumption of Icy Chill stacks and causes threshold abilities to gain 2% increased damage and hit chance per stack, so up to a maximum of 30% increased damage and hit chance, assuming that you're able to use all stacks at once, and ultimate abilities gain 3% base damage per stack, so a maximum of 45%, which also works for damage over time effects, meaning that Deadshot is getting a major buff from this as well. Finally, the Jazz Dragonbane arrows give you 30% more damage and 20% more hit chance versus either dragons or demons, depending on which Bane effect is applied. All in all, these arrow effects seem either situational or very, very powerful, and are definitely going to breathe some new life into the usage of bows with the ranged. I do wonder how expensive these arrows are going to be though, as many players will be doing this update and will be training here, but even then, a lot of players will be using these arrows, and the way they are used now or consumed Seems like you'll be using a ton of these arrows per hour. I guess we'll have to wait and see though, as this update is arriving next Tuesday on May the 3rd. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it interesting. If you did, leave a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.